It's connected to chat, but it's not connecting the video. Anybody seen a video yet?
Nope, I'm still looking.
Okay.
It says waiting live.
All right.
Yeah, I got it.
Is it actually showing
It's
you guys? Okay.
like it's trying to.
I was gonna say you could probably do like Facebook Live.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'll miss some people on Facebook Live though, but it's fine. It's just buffering?
Well, we don't have good service in here. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah. Oh, so you see it? Okay, good.
It's down.
It's down?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the...
It's delayed too. It's delayed.
Right, okay. No, I see it right here. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and get this thing going.
Now is your guys online? Now we got it. See, there it goes. It might have just said, okay, we're gonna do this.
I guess that's the best you're gonna get, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you mess with it?
I'm trying to figure it.
How'd you get it? Like that?
Can't even see.
I think that's good.
You can see one group there. I don't think that's going anywhere. Is it going?
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the retirement ceremony for Major Steve Dale. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please silence any electronic devices and make your way to your seats. Thank you. What? I don't know. I don't want to be split into the mind, but... Good afternoon. My name is First Lieutenant David Walker from the F-15 Division. I'll be your Master of Ceremony for today's event. Throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to rise and be seated. As a reminder, during the national anthem, military personnel should stand at the position of attention, and civilian guests should place their right hand over their hearts. On behalf of myself, members and employees of the F-15 Division Office, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, and members and employees of Robins Air Force Base, good afternoon and welcome to the retirement ceremony for Major Lee Dale, as we honor the occasion of his retirement after 24 years and 7 months of distinguished service to his country. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to recognize Major Dale's family who are in attendance this afternoon. Please hold all applause until all members have been announced. We have his wife, Arcadia, his daughters, Naomi, Eden, and Joy, his son, Lee III, his mother-in-law, Miss Shirley Moss, and his sister-in-law, Miss Danielle Langhorn and Miss Andy Moss. Additionally, we would also like to thank Colonel Jesse Warren of F-15 System Program Manager, and Mr. Leslie Wilford, Chief of F-15 Depot and Fleet Management Branch, who are in attendance today. Lastly, we are honored to have countless friends and family members viewing online. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem, which will then be followed by an invocation by Chaplain John Che. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Apologies for that. Chaplain Che.
If you don't mind, I could sing the national anthem as well. All right, let's do it. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and white stars through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallant we streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please join me in prayer. Eternal God, in whom we live and move and have our being, we're truly grateful for this day as we acknowledge your presence in our midst as Major Lee Dale Jr. has his retirement ceremony. Lord God, we are truly grateful and proud to have this opportunity to honor him and also celebrate his past accomplishments. We're thankful, Lord, for the past 24 plus years of dedicated military service rendered by Major Dale, as well as the various talents and abilities utilized during his outstanding service to our nation and to the United States Air Force. Lord God, we ask that you would bless him, that you would be with him and his family, his wife Arcadia, and their precious children, Naomi, Eden, Joy, and Lee III, as they proceed with new challenges and opportunities of the future. And as they look forward to another chapter in their life, may they be proud of all the good things that his Air Force career has meant, not only to him, but also to all who are present here today. Be with us in this time as we celebrate these accomplishments. We ask it in your most holy and wonderful name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Che. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 19th Medical Support Squadron at Little Rock Air Force Base, Lieutenant Colonel Randy Bosch.
All right, thank you everyone. First off, how about Chaplain Choi throwing in the national anthem for us? Absolutely, thank you. And Lieutenant Governor, you were supposed to move me over a little bit that way so I could see the family. There we go, a little bit more. Perfect, thank you very much. All right, good afternoon and welcome. It's really good to be here at Little Rock, although I really wish I could be there on the Air Force Base in Georgia. That said, I'm closer to Gould, Arkansas, and I think some of you may be jealous as you call Gould your home. Lee, I can't thank you enough for asking me to be a part of your retirement ceremony. It is the absolute honor to share this day with you. I'd first like to welcome Colonel Warren and Mr. Wilford for being with us here today. I want to especially welcome Lee's family, both family and friends that have traveled to be there, and family and friends that are getting to sign in and witness this over YouTube or Facebook or whatever the social media venue might be. To all of you, welcome. It's just awesome that Lee's mother, Miss Charlotte, and father, Mr. Lee, are signed in, and I believe Lee's brother, Greg, is dialed in from around the corner here in Little Rock somewhere. And of course, Lee's better half, Arcadia, and 4 kids, Naomi, Eden, Joy. Happy birthday, by the way, Joy. Yesterday was her birthday, guys. All right. And last but certainly not least, Lee Dale III. One of the oldest traditions of military service is to recognize military airmen retiring from a career of long and honorable service. And Lee, you have certainly had a long and honorable service. I really do think that our retirement ceremonies are one of the coolest parts about having a successful and complete career in the military. I mean, we're fortunate enough to be relatively young, unless we were extremely successful and became a general or something. We get this opportunity to pause, reflect, and celebrate at least 20 of the best years of our lives. And we may still have our parents around and our children. It's just awesome to be able to celebrate our blessings thus far and look forward to another chapter yet to come. So good on you, Lee Willie, for not skipping probably the biggest highlight of your military service, the celebration of your entire career. The absolute best part about getting the honor to officiate a retirement ceremony is the chance to read through a person's entire record and learn even more about them that you think you may have already known. So I spent almost 5 years with Lee in Oklahoma at Tinker Air Force Base. I was fortunate enough to share a console at cruising altitude with Lee while assigned to the 963rd Airborne Air Control Squadron. We flew together both over the continental United States and over other parts of the world, Southwest Asia, and even Europe. We even spent a year or two working side by side while assigned to the 552nd Training Squadron. Lee Willie, I thought I knew a good bit about you, fella, but I'll tell you what, I had no idea how awesome you've done since we last shared a teaching podium at the TRS. Now, you can't be my favorite communication systems operator, or CSO as we like to call them, but you're as close as one can get without actually marrying them. I really enjoyed learning more about you and your family story while serving our country. So to everyone at Robinson Online today, settle in, sit back, and I think you too will enjoy Lee Willie and his family's journey. So just for everyone's awareness, we'll fast forward, we'll pause, we'll play, we'll fast forward yet again as we look through Lee Willie's career. Well, we'll start on Valentine's Day in 1996. Lee, you began your Air Force journey to Gateway to the Air Force in San Antonio, Texas, where you enlisted as an Airman First Class. From there, you survived electronic printables and wave theory, only to have to actually survive survival school in Washington State. Most memorably, though, the Great Farming Community of Gould, Arkansas went from 1,470 people down to 1,469. Lee's time at Keesler Air Force Base proved to be fruitful in more ways than one. You see, this is where he bumped into a young lady from the Bronx. I thought he was cute, and from what I hear, she was really into his southern drawl. As the story goes, there was an enlisted club that had pool tables, a dance floor. I'm going there, kid. Well, one thing led to another. Lee was chasing a young lady, and the young lady ended up chasing him. And then at some point, one of them laid a big fat smackaroonie on the other one. I'll let them expand on the story, but let me just say, I'm not sure if they even know at this point what really happened. Arcadia, Lee, do you have any idea who gets who first?
He did.
What about you, Naomi? Eden? Have you heard the story? No? Okay, they'll have to fill you in. All right, back on track. Exactly 2 years later, Lee became a Combat Mission Ready Communications Systems Operator assigned to the 963rd Airborne Air Control Squadron. Lee progressed quite a bit as a CSO. He became an instructor, training our young airmen to become combat ready to fight the good fight, as he would put it. He also had a few notable additional duties, such as current operations and ground training, as well as chief snack office. I believe he still may be able to hold that title, but I'm not completely sure. What do you say, Arcadia? Can you still be the lead snack officer?
No, I think that's my job.
I heard he just put down a Snickers or two. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
All right, seriously though. He deployed to Saudi Arabia 3 times, in Chile twice, in Germany, all in a matter of just 3 years. He did a lot of stuff for this great nation and received a ton of medals and decorations that he proudly represents today on his chest. But knowing Lee Willie, I guarantee he is most proud about taking his bride's hand in marriage in 1999. This is where we start to fast forward a bit. And in September of 1999, they welcomed a beautiful baby girl, Naomi. Up to this point, things have happened extremely fast with temporary duties, deployments, etc. I can literally hear Lee Willie saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, fella! We need to slow this jump down." So with his maturity and priorities intact, he requested and was selected to be one of the few enlisted instructors at mission qualification training at the 552nd Training Squadron, so he could normalize his schedule a bit and knock out some education. I feel like I can remember the day you in process the squadron, Lee. He sat down beside me, adjusted the chair. He always seemed to be messing with his chair. I don't know. Got the chair just right, started swiveling in the chair and said, Randy T-Bone. Randy T-Bone Box. That's what he called me, if you haven't picked up on that yet. He said, "I'll tell you what, fella, I can handle this." Handle this he did. I left the TRS in October of that same year, but Lee Willie continued to shake the wing's newest crew dogs. Now, I don't know what he was thinking at the time, but in 2003, Lee put in to change duty locations to Geilenkirchen Air Base in Germany. This is where he learned the more exciting side of the dynamic tech duo by becoming a communications technician, or CT, as we like to call it. So fast forward again through a bunch of cool stuff, like working in current operations for the Wings Training Office and supporting air surveillance for the 2004 Olympics in Athens. to where Lee and Arcadia paused yet again in January 2006 to have their second beautiful baby girl, Eden. Later that year, Lee, Arcadia, Naomi, and now Eden packed their bags and flew back to Oklahoma City, where Lee was assigned to the 964th Airborne Air Control Squadron as an instructor, CSO, or Communication Systems Operator. I have to say that as a 963rd alumni, this is not my favorite part of the story. I'm not quite sure I'm over him joining that other squadron. But anyway, by this time, Lee is a non-commissioned officer in charge of the training office. He deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, and even further, graduated the NCO Academy as a distinguished graduate. Finally, one good thing about his time at the 964th, Lee and Arcadia paused again in June of 2008 to have their third beautiful baby girl, Joy. To top off this eventful time, Eden graduated from college. After 14 years of service as an enlisted aviator, he set himself up to become a commissioned officer in February of 2010. So life is a funny way of reminding us we're human. So once Lee became a second lieutenant, the Air Force shipped him, Arcadia, Eden, and now Joy, just 96 miles or so away from Gould, Arkansas, to be stationed at Little Rock Air Force Station. In 2011, he did more cool stuff that new officers do, such as Assistant Installation Deployment Officer, and in 2012, he progressed to the Installation Deployment Officer for the entire base, where he was charged with the installation of wartime readiness and deployment operations for nearly 4,000 airmen. His commander at the time noted, Lee provided rock star reception of more than 900 airmen and their families. In 2013, Lee deployed to Iraq, where his commander at the time is quoted, Lee is the top 1% of first lieutenants I've ever rated in 29 years. Additionally, his commander said he was number 1 of 8 company-grade officers and was also awarded the 19th Airlift Wing's Logistics Readiness Company-Grade Officer of the Year. Wow, what an accomplishment. In late 2013 and early 2014, he did a bunch more cool stuff, even moving to New Jersey, but it was time again to take another pause. So Lee, Arcadia, Naomi, Eden, and now Joy took a deep breath, exhaled, and in February 2014 welcomed the beautiful baby boy, Lee Dale III, or LD3, as we really like to call him. Now, if anyone's keeping track, that's 4 kids, 5 duty stations, and nearly 30 and a half years of service to our country between Arcadia and Lee. So let's speed up just a little bit. In 2015, Lee Willis was now a flight commander, leading his unit's largest flight. But he didn't just lead his flight. According to his commander, he aced it. And again, he received a number 1 logistics readiness officer. In 2016, as you may guess, another number 1, with his commander pushing him for even larger and greater things. In 2017, guess what? Another number 1. 2018, number 1. And this time out of 28 captains. His division chief quoted Lee as a top leader and a model officer. In 2019, yet again, number 1. His supervisor stated Captain Dale at the time is phenomenal. Well, finally in 2020, Lee deployed to Yemen, where he did a ton of cool stuff with the Special Operations community. Stuff that we would say he would have to kill even if told you about. So after all that, if you still aren't impressed with Lee, his next decision would be one of his greatest. Lee decided it was time for his military and personal lives to diverge. Over the last few days, I had the opportunity to talk with Lee and Arcadia. When asked what moments stick out the most in Lee's time in the Air Force, he didn't say living in Oklahoma, Germany, Little Rock, or New Jersey. He said it was the time where his friend reached out to him for help, and God used him to make a difference in his friend's life. He mentioned he was there for a friend when a friend needed him. He also spoke highly of leading team ministry with Arcadia. He enjoyed helping and mentoring inner city teams, and God used him to make a difference in the lives of people when they needed him the most. Lee, you were and will continue to be a blessing to so many. Well, I know I've talked a lot today, but I didn't even come close to sharing all of your numerous accomplishments and ways you and your family have served our great country. But I have thoroughly enjoyed working with you, getting to know you and your family. Our Air Force has been blessed to have you both as part of the team, and we want to wish you all the very best as you enter the next chapter of your lives. May your days be numbered, your blessings be many, and your skies be blue. Congratulations, both of you, on a job well done.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Bosch. To honor Major Dale's service to his country, Lieutenant Colonel Bosch will present the Meritorious Service Medal. The Meritorious Service Medal was established by executive order on January 16, 1969. It may be awarded to any member who distinguishes themselves by either outstanding achievement or meritorious service to the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the reading of the citation and presentation. Attention to orders. Major Lee Dale Jr. distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as Deputy Chief F-15 Fleet Management Branch, F-15 Division, Fighters and Bombers Director, Air Force Lifecycle Management Center, Air Force Material Command, Robins Air Force Base, Georgia. During this period, Major Dale led a 25-member team of government and contractor experts in executing program maintenance for 452 F-15 aircraft, and supported a $5 billion convergence and modifications program to upgrade aircraft with lethality and structural integrity modifications that will keep the fleet viable for the next 10 years. Major Dale exhibited exceptional professional skill and leadership in resurrecting the depot modification line when it was determined the longeron part constraints would drive a depot induction work stoppage for the F-15 CE fleet. His ceaseless efforts also led to the development of a cost-benefit analysis for standing up a European aircraft modification facility that would mitigate depot risk, increase aircraft availability by 4%, and save $5 million. Finally, Major Dale brokered a fleet grounding memorandum of understanding between the System Program Officer, Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, and Defense Logistics Agency, expediting a vital bulkhead repair kit to Air National Guard units while preserving fleet readiness. The singularity, distinctive accomplishments of Major Dale culminate a distinguished career in service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Air Force.
Congratulations, Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as Lieutenant Colonel Bosch retires Major Dale.
Publish the order.
Special Order Number AC 01110, Major Lee Dale, effective 30 September 2020. You are relieved from active duty, organization, and station of assignment. Retired effective 1 October 2020. Per Air Force Installation 36-3203, and the grade of Major by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Major Dale will now be presented with his retirement certificate. And it reads, Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that Major Lee W. Dale, Jr., having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the first day of October 2020. Signed, Keith A. Collins, Brigadier General, United States Air Force, Program Executive Officer, Fighters and Bombers, and General David L. Goldfield, Chief of Staff, United States Air Force. You will now be presented with a letter from Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Caleb Wright. And it reads, I am proud to join your friends and family in congratulating you on your retirement from the United States Air Force. Major Lee W. Dale, Jr., the achievements and contributions you have made throughout your career are indicative of the core values of our great service. The retirement is well-deserved, but your selfless contributions will be sorely missed. On behalf of all airmen, thank you for your faithful and devoted service to our nation. As this chapter in your life closes, and a new one begins. I hope your years ahead are filled with more great memories and continued success. Given the first day of October 2020. At this time, Arcadia Dale will be presented a certificate of appreciation for Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. On behalf of all Air Force servicemen and their families, the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force presents this certificate in appreciation to Arcadia S. Dale, given the first day of October 2020. I join your spouse, family, and friends in thanking you for the numerous contributions and sacrifices you made in support of our United States Air Force. Your determination gave strength and purpose to your spouse's service in defense of our nation. Every retiree receives a special retirement pin as a memento of their active duty service. At this time, Ms. Arcadia Dale will place the retirement pin on her husband's lapel to symbolize the transition from active duty to retired status. Major Dale will now acknowledge his daughters, Naomi, Eden, Joy, and son, Lee. Throughout the years of your life, you have made sacrifices and you served your country as much as I have done. In your loving way, you quietly shouldered the heavy burden that you were asked to carry. Most of the time, you could not understand why I was not there, but you quietly hid the tears, courageously put on a smile, and finally promised you would support me. You were then, as now, one of the most important parts of my life, and it was your love that enabled you to assure me that what I was doing was important. I missed so many holidays and countless special occasions while you were left at home to worry while I was on a difficult mission. You had to say goodbye to friends when we moved throughout the years, and you had to change schools. Your resilience and self-confidence throughout those frequent moves gave you strength. I am proud of you, for it was your love and support that sustained me through those difficult times. There's no way in my mind that I could have been a success in the military without having your support, your understanding, and most importantly, your unquestionable love. Thank you for being there for me. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a presentation for Major Dale. Mr. Leslie Wilford will now present Major Dale with the Shadow Box. The presentation of the Shadow Box to a retired military member is a practice that goes back to the time of wooden ships. Legend has it that it was once considered bad luck for a sailor's shadow to hit the dock before he descended the gangway and landed on the pier. If the legend is to be believed, the Shadow Box served a dual purpose. It served as a perpetual reminder of the sailor's career accomplishments and held the retired sailor's shadow in check until he completely departed the ship, thereby ensuring a smooth and lucky transition into civilian life. At the request of the F-15 Division, the flag displayed in the Shadow Box was flown on June 2nd, 2020 by Lieutenant Colonel Matt Burner Griffin on board an F-15E, tail number 91-0311, in honor of Major Dale's retirement from the United States Air Force after 24 years of dedicated service.
Okay, I'm going to just say a few words about Major Dale. I'm going to take this mask off because it's killing me. So, Lee has worked for me for about 2 years. When I came to the F-15 SPO, he was the branch chief, acting branch chief, for the depot fleet management side. And let me tell you, when I tell you that this guy is awesome and what he does is awesome, I can say that without reservation. Lee was already running the branch, and all I had to do was assume the seat. And so that's pretty amazing considering the job that he was doing in a temporary status, waiting for me to get there. So I appreciate what he did as part of the stand-up of the branch and the numerous days and hours that he spent making sure things are flowing well in the midst of chaos. Lee has done that very well. As you've seen his record, he's been ranked number 1 many, many times throughout his career. I can attest to you that he has done that and then some. So Lee, I really appreciate you being on the team. I hate seeing you go, but I know there's always a transition period where it's time to move on. We've all been there. We've talked numerous times about furthering the career, the next opportunities for him. Me and Liv sat down and talked about civilian life after the military. So there is life after the military. I think you'll love it. It's a great time. I want to thank your family for allowing us to have me in our lives for the last 24 years. It's been a sacrifice on you guys as well as it has been on him. Military life is not an easy thing, but Lee was able to take it and run with it, and as you can attest to what he's been doing over the last 24 years, he has done magnificently. A man of God, which is first and foremost, and you can't beat that, and I want to acknowledge that. We talked about those conversations as well. So Lee, welcome to retirement. You're in my world now, so congratulations again.
Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Honor Guard is unable to perform the flag folding ceremony. However, at this time, Major Dale will present a folded flag in honor of his wife, Arcadia. The certificate reads, Task Force 3.1 Yemen. This certifies that the accompanying American flag was proudly worn in the face of the enemy on 30 September 2019 by United States Special Operations Forces at Task Force 3.1 Yemen. In honor of your support for our nation's Special Operations Forces, signed, B.A. Nagarville, Master Chief Special Warfare Operator, SEAL, United States Navy, Senior Enlisted Advisor, Task Force 3.1, and I.G. Kilpatrick, Lieutenant Commander, United States Navy, Commander, Task Force 3.1. Ladies and gentlemen, Major Lee Dale, the Air Force's newest retiree.
Wow. Some heavy stuff. I see why very tough people before me cried. You have to excuse me because technology has been an issue with us today. Hopefully the streaming is going well. But I also was unable to print out my speech, so forgive me, I have to look through a phone. But before I begin with my scripted portion, Major Troy, how about him, right? Coming in the clutch when we couldn't play the national anthem and getting us going there. I really do appreciate him doing that. Let me get down to my script because I'll go offline for a while. So let me start by thanking my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who gave his life for my sins and blessed me with a wonderful Air Force career, great friends, co-workers, and a matchless family. I'd like to thank Chaplain Choi for the wonderful invitation, and I appreciate him coming out today and supporting this event. Thank you everyone in attendance for braving this pandemic and showing your support. And thank you everyone in YouTube land for spending your time with us this afternoon. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out of your busy schedules to come and look at me. Thank you to everyone that helped put this together. Lieutenant Buckhalter, Lieutenant Govero, and MC Extraordinaire, Lieutenant Walker. Appreciate you guys helping out. Thank you so much for all you did to make this thing come to fruition. I'd also like to thank Senior Master Sergeant Julie Maddox. There's no way this happens without you. It just is not. I had all but counted it out once upon a time. Once the pandemic limited travel and social distancing and all of that. But you held steady and encouraged me to push through. And I appreciate you for that. You performed miracles to make this thing happen. And I thank you for all the hoops you jumped through to make this come to what it has become. So thank you very much. And I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Colonel Warren, sir. I was told about everything you did in trying to get the proper certificates out. In case people out in YouTube land wondering, I didn't get all the certificates, but that's quite all right. I wasn't going to delay the retirement for it, but I am missing some key certificates. Missing one from President Donald Trump, missing one from Chief of Staff of the Air Force, General Goldfein, but that's okay. They'll come in the mail and I'll get them later. So I appreciate you, sir. They are coming, said the boss. So thank you, sir, for that. And thank you, too, Mr. Wilson, for helping out in that. Thanks for being a mentor. I appreciate that. I know where you work, so expect visits. Expect me to come by, pick your brains. Your conversation to help me navigate my post-retirement life. So thank you for being a part of that, being a sounding board, never being stingy with the wisdom in your time. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Randy T-Bone Bosch. We go back a day or two, me and Randy. And I can't thank you enough for doing this for me. When we discussed that he would be on an iPad on a stand, he said, and I quote, "You mean like Max Headroom?" A lot of younger guys won't get that. I said, "Yeah, fella, just like Max Headroom." I asked him about a year ago, and he didn't hesitate to come and do this ceremony for me. But regrettably, COVID-19 made it impossible for him to come here. But thank God for technology. Sadly, I don't have time to thank everyone because I'll probably be here until tomorrow morning, and I only have the room booked for about an hour, so I need to go ahead. I apologize for anyone that feels left out. Please forgive me. That being said, to everyone here, I have a favor to ask you. Please, don't let me leave this area without saying something to my wife and about my wife. I will be in so much trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble at the end of this. So see me walking away without having acknowledged my wife, say, "Hey, Major, I don't think you're done yet." I'll get the hint. Well, my career has taken me around the world the past 24 years, and I'm not unique in that. Most military members that's done 20 plus years have been a few places. But I've picked up quite a few friends along the way also. And I want to focus on the thankfulness that I have for my career. I've got an AWACS family. Tori, thank you for showing up. Thank you so much for coming. I've got a NATO family. Hopefully the YouTube link's working. So if it is, Damiano over in Italy. Thank you, my Italian brother, for everything you worked for me over in NATO. Amy and Tracy and Robert. Appreciate you guys. Boz, Gucci, non-family. Thank you. And Installation Deployment Readiness Cell family over at the 19th LRS. Don, Graham, Eric Lambert, if you're looking. Kaz, Castrobala. Appreciate all you guys did for me over at Little Rock. I got an AMOS family, Air Mobility Operations Squadron. Mi Familia, we would call the Monsters. So I'm looking at you, Tony, and H10, Ben Busman, Colonel White, Grizzly Biscuit. That's Major Jermaine. We Lieutenant Colonel. We really do appreciate you. I appreciate you, everything that you guys did for me in mentoring. And finally, my F-15 Systems Program Office. I don't want to forget my deployment family's post-AWACS also. I've got a Baghdad family. Met two of my favorite people there, looking at you, Kelly and Lauren. And also my task force family, Yalman Villacourt, Big Mags, Smiley, and Buck Host, and all the awesome CVs that I worked with while on my last deployment. Those guys could do anything. They could accomplish anything, and I believe that. Nancy Green. I arrived here in the F-15 Division July 2017, not knowing anything about acquisitions and the important work that is accomplished here. Keep the entire F-15 fleet viable and combat ready. Teams work hard to keep the fleet structurally safe for flight and definitely lethal through the constant upgrades to stay ahead of our adversaries. 6 months into the job, I found out my boss at the time was leaving. And I was told there would be a replacement in about 6 months. So for the next year, while we waited on a replacement, thank God for you, Mr. Wilford, Nancy was my right hand, Nancy Green. I did nothing without her counsel. She is so smart, and I tuned into her for everything F-15. Before I did anything, maybe about 10% of the time, I made a decision without consulting Nancy Green first, because she's just so in tune with what's going on with F-15. So Nancy, I thank you. I thank you very much for being so professional and so patient with someone so green in acquisitions land and in that world. Nancy and the team, the entire team, was very professional. Thank you very much for supporting a very green and ill-informed branch chief. Thank you for your professionalism. And thank you to the entire F-15 division. You have all been awesome, and I appreciate everything. One person in the F-15 division saved my life 3 times in St. Louis. She knows who she is. Thank you. Now to my family, sadly my parents and brother cannot be here today, but they should be watching online. And I just want you to know that I feel your presence here with me. Also my sister Patricia, who has gone on to be with the Lord. I wish she was here as well. I miss you terribly, and I feel you also, big sis. Thank you, Lee Willie and Charlotte. It's actually pronounced Charlotte, but if you go to Google, everybody calls it Charlotte. So Lee Willie and Charlotte, my parents, thank you for everything. We didn't have much, but you made mountains with the little you had. And I appreciate everything you've done and all that you are in my life. I'm quite the mix of my father and mother, my wife will tell you. I don't have quite the swag of my dad, and you should be thankful for that. But thank you, Mom and Papa. I miss you terribly. Can't wait to see you again. Greg, my big brother, thank you also. We laugh a lot, and it keeps me level. I know I can count on you for anything. If I ask you or coming through or whatever I need. I love our relationship, and I can't wait for all of us to be together again. My sisters-in-law, Danielle and Indy, thank you so much for thinking enough of me to come and celebrate this moment with me. That is an awesome and special thing, and I love you both for it. My mother-in-law, Shirley, you will not see her without that mask. She was afraid of flying, but flew from New York to Arkansas for our wedding. That's love. Braved the pandemic from New York to Georgia. That's love. Shirley, you are loved, and we feel it whenever you're around. Thank you for everything. Naomi, Eden, Joy, Lee, the best of both me and my wife combined to make these beautiful little works of art. When I look at you, I only see the best of me with all of your talents, far more intelligent than I ever could imagine at your ages. I love everything about you. I also want you to know that I like you. I'm obligated to love you. But I don't have to like you. Know that I do like you. And I enjoy you and your presence. And I'm excited to see where the future takes you. I constantly pray that your mom and I are helps and not hindrances to your future successes in your walk with God. Acadia, I'm not here without you. I'm nothing without you. You are the reason for everything good in my life. You've taught me tons over these past 23 years together. I'm a better man because of you. I've said it before, you are the center of this Lee Dale universe. My brilliant, shining star. Everything revolves around you. Every decision I make. It all points to how I can make things better. I love you with all my might. With all my might. And I feel your love for me in all that I do. This is too beautiful to be a mistake. Thank you for loving me in spite of me. So now, it's gift time.
so proud of you, baby.
No, my son's not big into flowers, but he likes monster trucks. So, got just a couple more things to say. One thing that I want to honor my wife with is that she's not going to have all of me. I won't be deploying as much at all. I won't take a job that deploys me. And I don't plan on traveling as much. So I've got to ask her, will she take me and marry? Because she's going to have a whole lot more of me. She won't have any breaks anymore. So with this ring.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is my son.
I was worried about that. So finally, in the United States afterwards, he presented me a career, introduced me to my wife, got us through surgeries and medical scares, taking me to some of the most beautiful places that God's green earth has to offer. I've seen the tropical regions of Panama, scores of fishing boats in Norway, bluest water I've ever seen in Greece, and one rock. It's nice here too. But thank you again for your time here today to spend with me. Thankfully no one had to remind me to speak about my wife. I would have been in trouble. I don't think I would have got over that. But thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the men and women of the United States Air Force are proud to have served with Major Dale and wish him success in future endeavors. Let us congratulate Major Dale and his family.
All right. Hey.
Are we good with the Air Force song?
Yes. All right. Please stand for the play of the Air Force song and departure of the official party.
Yes.
I got you, buddy. Thank you. Same thing. Off we go.
In the wild blue yonder, flying high as the sun.
Zooming to me like thunder. Adam boys, give it a gun. Rain from under, off the wall, we live in fame, we're down in front. Hey, I can talk to you as Air Force.
Thank you.
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending and have a great day.
That was so,
No, they didn't stop it.
Naomi said she's been hiding for months.
Stop it. Don't see it. Don't want to stop it.
I've been burning it for about 40 minutes now.
Ian, I see you. How do you come out and say that sometimes?
I don't do anything. Nothing to do.
I'll see you at
4:30. Okay.
Little water vials.
Dion, what you talking to his phone?
No, I gave you a minute. I think I can talk.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate that. I will get through all of these comments. I thank you guys for sharing this moment with me. Far more people able to see it than if I hadn't done this. So thank you guys for spending your time with me today. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I appreciate and love all of you. Take care.